On a punishment for Jalen Carter's spitting incident from last week's opener. He spit on Dak Prescott and was ejected from the game. Adam Schefter reporting that Carter will be fined just over $57,000, noting that the ejection will essentially serve as a one-game suspension. He missed the entire game, meaning that Carter will be available to play this week. His agent, Drew Rosenhaus, said that his client will not appeal the decision. And more coming in here, more top stories starting in Pittsburgh. The Steelers have signed former Patriots safety Jabril Peppers, adding some depth and experience to that secondary, with safety Deshaun Elliott expected to miss some time with a knee injury. Peppers certainly could see some meaningful snaps sooner rather than later. And look who's at it again, Howie Roseman. The Eagles have traded for running back Tank Bigsby, sending their 2026 fifth and sixth round picks in the deal to Jacksonville. So Philly adds another weapon to that deep and talented running back room. They've been awfully busy. Got Zadarius Smith as well. Meanwhile, a developing story on NFL Live. The estranged wife of Dolphins wide receiver Tyreek Hill has alleged that he committed domestic violence in 8 separate incidents beginning in January of 2024. That's about 2 months after they were married. The allegations were made in court filings related to the couple's divorce case. Hill has not been criminally charged, and it is unclear if police are investigating. Hill's attorney said in a statement that the allegations are part of a shakedown and an attempt to generate bad media coverage of Hill.
This is one of those spare, just rare, special talents. I mean, he's got to be running 20 miles or so an hour, and that ball's an absolute dot to roam.
Yeah, I mean, that's what he does. That's what he does well. Okay, JJ getting hit. This was a terrible, terrible pick, Swaggo.
Yeah, the Caleb Williams rush to the end zone. You saw that athleticism
on a little bit
come
ahead.
out on a lot of those plays, and I think it's an element that Ben is going to be able to use. You got to get that throwing element right.
Yeah, and here's the pick, Mina.
Yeah, if you're going to throw that, you got to throw it right away. Ball came out late. Nation Wright read it from the start.
Yeah, against his former team. How about that? Nicely done.
Knew it was coming.
Yeah, but you know what? Boy, did he respond. And that was pretty impressive. Finding Justin Jefferson for this touchdown, Dan.
This is an outstanding job by Justin Jefferson of flattening his route, making sure that he crosses that middle field safety. That ball's thrown, I always say it down in the red zone. Face mask or higher, belt buckle or lower. The placement by J.J. McCarthy was like, okay, you finally got something. It's like a basketball. You saw it go in, and you got a little bit of momentum.
And then Caleb takes a sack here, Swaggo.
Yeah, this was one of the issues. You still see the holding of the ball. Troy talked about it last night. Some anticipation is needed.
How do you like this, Mina? He goes downfield, finds his running back, Aaron Jones.
I love running backs getting vertical out of the backfield. Aaron Jones did that in Green Bay. Here he is doing it again in Minnesota.
All right, the Bears blowing an 11-point lead in the fourth when McCarthy calls his own number there.
Play call of the night. Play call of the night. Nobody in that stadium.
I was even asleep.
No one expected.
I forgot he can run. That's what I said.
How about that? The Vikings make our second primetime comeback. I mean, that was tremendous. And going back to 1950, there have been only 2 starting quarterbacks lead a double-digit fourth-quarter comeback in their NFL debut. We saw J.J. McCarthy do it last night. How about Steve Young, a Buccaneer, did it in the mid-'80s, coming from down 16-6 for a 1916 overtime win over the Lions. Of course, he went on to make 7 Pro Bowls, win a few Super Bowls, MVPs, and McCarthy's coach, Kevin O'Connell, made sure to give his young QB some props afterwards.
This guy didn't quit me, and you always thought he would figure it out. He had 2 passing touchdowns and a rushing touchdown.
Love that scene afterwards. You know, KOC said, he told him at halftime, hey, kid, you're going to come back and win this game for us.
Yeah, it seems like the vibes and the culture in Minnesota locker room-wise are awesome. I think part of the reason why Kevin O'Connell told him that was because Kevin O'Connell knows how great of a play caller he is. I think the 3 plays that matter the most, you're going to get in these situations what we call match quarters defense. And Kevin O'Connell wants to put stress on the linebackers because that's the advantage for the offense. Couple things happen. Number 1, when you shoot the tight end that way, that backer is going to follow. So you've taken care of one guy, and then that backer is then lined up one-on-one with Aaron Jones. Couple things have to happen. Jones has got to go outside that tackle, One, to create leverage. Two, it makes sure that that defensive end can't go outside. Second thing is this, you got to lift the safety. That's what this receiver's job is to do. You have to lift that safety. Once you do that, he's gone. So now you've truly created a one-on-one matchup for Aaron Jones. He just has to stutter, and J.J. McCarthy has to get that ball out on time. Huge opportunity for the touchdown to Minnesota. Now the play call with the quarterback run. Everyone needs to pay attention to start with T.J. Hawkinson. You're going to see Hawk at the snap, jab down, and then arc release to go become a blocker. When he does that, that defensive end's job is to step down as well. You've now created leverage for the quarterback. Slow it down. Watch. See that jab right there? That freezes that defensive end in step number one. Step number two, you freeze him on that zone read. He collapses. J.J. McCarthy becomes the runner with the football. This is the play call of the night by Kevin O'Connell. But the play before is the reason why. When the quarterback's struggling a little bit, you just want him to do what he has to do. Okay, you want him to operate the offense. You see J.J. McCarthy right now going, hey, alert, alert, alert. He's going to the second play, and the tight end is coming in. He was outside there. Now, when he was outside, that corner's playing him. That tells everybody it's zone defense. Now, Dennis Allen is the defensive coordinator for the Bears. When he's in these zone defenses, in these situations, what he wants to do is go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-man pressure, and then play a 2 deep zone with droppers. You know what's great against that? A screen to the perimeter, because you have numbers advantages. Kevin O'Connell anticipated that play call that led to the J.J. McCarthy run. They changed the play. You get the perimeter screen to Justin Jefferson. And look, you waste all those blitzers. This is an outstanding job by Hawk getting out there. Lead block, lead block. Jefferson comes to the funnel screen, and it's a massive. This was 2nd and 11. It leads to that 3rd and 1 play call for the zone read. And it's a huge opportunity and score for the Vikings. Kevin O'Connell said, JJ, you're going to lead us back.
Yeah.
In part because everything we know about the Vikings is real. It's as well coached offensively and the quarterback position that we have in the NFL.
Man, the fans must be so excited after what they saw. I'm sure a bit concerned. The first 3 quarters, he looked like a different quarterback down the stretch. What did you notice him start to change?
We talked about it yesterday, right? I've never seen this guy play an NFL game. Right. It's fast out there, Hannah. Like, it's cool to say he's going to be this and he's going to be that. But when you get in real-time action, it's a different situation for you. The calmness that Kevin O'Connell kept on the sideline was big for me, and never kind of wavering, never saying we just going to huddle the ball and run out of 13 personnel and we're going to continue to let him play. The run game got going. Y'all know how I feel about that, which I think settled the young fella too, but the throw to Justin Jefferson. Because usually what happens is, and this is from being around Dan for a long time, especially with young quarterbacks, something you don't know I picked up from you.
What you got?
They usually get terrified to throw the ball in the middle of the field after they've not had success, right?
Yeah.
And for him to make that throw, that still was kind of a tight window throw when you think about the traffic that was funneling in the end zone at that time. When he made that throw, and I asked Troy Aikman this yesterday on Countdown, I said, will there be a point in this game where you realize McCarthy has kind of settled in? And I think that was the seminal moment for him, kind of going back to, all right, I can do this. All of the coaching, all of the things that my coach believes in me, I can go out and execute, and the execution went up to another level.
I mean, coming back after a terrible pick, too.
Yeah, but he never quit on him.
Right, exactly.
You know what else?